Alright, that's getting sorted out.
Yeah. Alright. So, Luigi's Mansion Tournament. How about we take a look at the bracket, maybe? Which I haven't done a single time in this entire tournament. Let me find a link for that.
I got you, I got you.
I assume this is like a pretty late game match
Let's
in
see.
terms of how far in the tournament we
I'll
are.
send it to you and then you tell me. There you go, buddy.
Thank you.
And while you do that, I'll look up their exact PBs so that we can compare.
Alright, so let's see. So the winners bracket is all finished except for the finals. This is the losers bracket. Where is it? Yeah, this is like midway through the losers bracket. So yeah, so the winner of this race will go against Kai, and then there will be 8 people left in the losers bracket, and they all go fighting for the top.
So, Splazergames looking at a 55-46 PB in this category, and MakS has a 57-17. So, two very high level runners here. A little bit of a gap, but not a huge one. Definitely anyone's game here.
Yeah. Alright, it looks like the stream is all ready to go now.
Yeah.
So I guess they will be starting at some point. But yeah, it should be a good race.
All right.
I did see the other day Splazer was doing a run that was like 55-20 pace into King Boo or something, and he messed up the one cycle. So Blazer has been cooking lately.
Yes, Blazer is so good at this game.
Yeah.
And late game in this game is more brutal than ever in the current meta. Bowser's very hard at high level. You see a lot of people losing their runs right at the end now.
Yeah, back in my day, we just did the classic 2-cycle King Boo. Now,
Yeah.
things have gotten all fancy.
We should be starting any minute here.
Oh hey, you want to see something cool? I have a
What?
VIP in this chat for some reason.
Cool. Look at you. Aren't you special? How'd you swing that?
I think it's because I won the tournament one year, but like
Oh, that makes sense.
other
Sure.
people who have also won don't have VIP, so I don't really know.
No, you're just a cool guy, honestly.
True.
You know, at least Luigi's Mansion has an interesting to look at file select screen. I like the weird blue haze.
Yeah, it's cool.
might be nice if there was more than like a 3-second loop for the song.
I love this song. It's not repetitive at all.
And we're off. Let's go, Splazer.
Blazer is off.
We're gonna have
Hopefully-
to sync this in a moment once we know what the time difference is. Looking at about 10.5 seconds.
Okay. We are playing Luigi's Mansion, finally. So, let's get this all synced up, and then we'll be
Do you know how to
catching
do
some
that?
ghosts. Oh,
I think I
Let's
know how
see.
to. Let's see. Did that do it?
there's a button which says sync. Oh god.
Don't worry about it. I think I got it. We'll see if that goes through.
Probably not a good idea for both of us to mess with it at the same time.
Anyway, Area 1 is pretty straightforward. It's a lot of just catching ghosts. You can catch some ghosts.
Yeah. They're catching these ghosts very fast because they're very good at the game, but also they're playing on the hidden mansion, where sucking up ghosts is twice as fast. And the hidden
So
mansion is...
basically, yeah, when you beat the game and you save, you unlock the ability to play on a different mode with a faster vacuum, so we use that for speedruns.
Yeah, it's basically like a New Game Plus. Like every speedrun of this game is done on New Game Plus, basically, which is weird to think about when you put it like that, but that's just what we've always done. So yeah, none of the like intro cutscenes or anything, like a training room, but just straight into the hidden mansion. Sounding like some fast doubles in this room.
I did do that. Do you just put the number? Oh, okay, you know what? I got it now. I got it now. Never mind.
He's got it. Guys, he's got it. Blazer has stopped. Oh no.
There we go. Look at that wonderfully synced up stream.
Alright,
See, the first time I did this and never figured it out, someone told me you had to put an S at the end, which you don't have to do.
so these green garbage ghosts, you can just kind of push them around. They don't hurt you. So, very handy.
Weirdly, it is possible to bonk on them, but it's really hard to do on purpose.
Really? I didn't know that,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, they just have like such a tiny hitbox that you basically can't touch it. You have to actually like get inside of them in order to bonk on them.
That's really funny.
Tech
Yeah.
smashing is also a big thing in this speedrun, so you
Yes.
can sometimes see that like make a huge time difference. Both because some of the texts are random, but also just because pressing A and B back and forth every frame is the fastest way to mash, and that's pretty straining to do.
Yeah, there is one point later on where it's like a minute straight of text. That can be like multiple seconds difference just on that one section. But there are just text boxes everywhere. They can just lose frames all over the place. You'll also notice when they pick up a key, the game is supposed to pull out the map to show you where the key goes, but they did a glitch called map glitch before the run started, which completely disabled the map. So even if they wanted to look at where the key would take them, they can't. But hopefully they remember the route. Splazergames got a little stuck at the end of that suck up, but no big
Yeah,
deal.
Lydia's tricky. You like doing it in the top corner there for a couple of reasons. One of them just to be next to the chest when you finish, but also because her room lags horribly, and so that helps reduce the lag to have as little of the room showing as possible.
Yeah. Now we're at Chauncey. Does this trick have a name? I always forget.
People call it Laser Crusader. I just call it Chauncey Tech Skip, but Laser Crusader is the name of the guy who found it.
Right. So yeah, there's after sucking that rocking horse and Chauncey spawns in that corner, he's supposed to have a text box. But for some reason, if you just stand like all the way in this top left corner, it just doesn't activate the text box.
Yeah, so you got to do like some pretty specific movement to do it quickly, but you can't just like from far away activate the rocking horse there. Save a solid 2 seconds.
2 seconds is pretty nice, but a much bigger time save is the Chauncey 1 cycle.
Ooh.
Which is like
It is
32 seconds or something?
I've heard 34.
34, yeah, that makes sense. So
yeah, it only costs like 3 or 4 seconds to miss it, but going for it can save so much time.
Oh, Splazer gets it. So yeah, for the longest time, we could only 2-cycle this boss, but just like a year and a half ago, I think, it was discovered that with a frame-perfect R press, or R, let go of R and then repress R, you can 1-cycle, and unfortunately Mac did miss it. So Splazer
How did the
is...
delay get changed again? Did I never sync it up correctly? How are they so far apart?
That's a great question. Did the timers change as well when you synced it?
It just adjusted like 10 seconds on its own. Okay, let me fix that. Do I just do that?
Okay.
I think we're good now. Bizarre.
Alright. Perfect. So yeah, Chauncey 1 cycle at the start of the run is pretty rough. But nothing that can't be made up later.
Absolutely. That is a pretty difficult blow, though. Like we were saying, that was well over 30 seconds right at the start. So we'll see what happens after this. Splazer is now going to be walking through the hallways, making sure to face towards any potential ghost spawns so that they can't appear next to him and stop him from moving for a full second. Because as long as you're facing towards a ghost, they can't actually spawn. With a couple exceptions.
The classic strat of letting the grab me. I've seen some top runners do some wacky strats in this bathroom where they like stand in the bottom right corner and turn around to get them.
It has become a new thing to do a faster double there, but you have to do it so risky. Like, it doesn't save time unless you play it like really risky. So it saves like a second though.
Right, and Splazer heading into the ballroom where I assume he's going to be going for the 6-piece.
Yep.
So, yeah, he's going to be bonking on these guys to kind of get them out of their twirling animation, where they like dance around, and then they follow him, and it will loop up for a nice 6-piece. Yeah. In the past, we would always just get those as doubles, but it was recently-ish figured out that just doing that is faster.
Yeah, the idea was always around, but they found a new method for it that saves more time. I think they didn't know that you could activate the first double following you without bonking.
Yeah, because I think if you had to bonk like 2 groups, then it wouldn't be as fast, but you bonk on the first set and then you keep the invincibility over to the second set and it still works. So I know in the past, for some out-of-bounds categories that would get fire early, people would go for the 6-piece, because you just burn the ghosts, and that does the same thing as bonking them.
Oh. Okay, I thought that the sync was getting messed up again. It is just a little bit laggy. Okay.
Did you pay attention to early release? Because I didn't.
I did not on Splazer's screen. I know that Max just got it.
Yeah, so those are floating well-enders. You just kind of wait around for them to show their hearts, and there's 2 different times they can do it, and one of them is 10 seconds slower, and it's just a 50-50.
Very fun game design decisions.
Yeah.
So now we're going to be going around collecting boos. You need to get 40 boos in this category, although 15 of them come from just beating boo losses.
Yeah.
And right after you activate them, you basically just want to go pick up 5 of them so that you can go get the fire element.
Yeah. A short section of mashing text here can bring out some of those mashing differences. And you'll see every time they're in the lab with Professor Egad, and he gives you those 4 options, they're always using the second option, because that's the one to go to the hidden mansion.
That's also why there's that little star on the bottom right.
Yeah.
So you can skip this boo text by pulling off the clock after getting the boo, but you need that RNG to not happen. So
Yeah,
Splazer is taking a bit of a loss there. We'll see if MakS can maybe make up some of this deficit.
Yeah, that text skip is really nice, especially here, because the first boo you get has a really long text box. Most of the others are like only a couple text boxes long.
Yeah, that is by far like the most time saved from a text skip on the boo.
Right, well, we'll see if Matt can get the text skip.
He can.
Yep. So you can actually see if the boo, or if either the boo or the fake boo is in the table, because you can see there's like a lump under the tablecloth, and he had no lump, so he is guaranteed to be able to go for it, and he got it.
Splazer now heading back into Ballroom. He's gonna get the boo here in his storage, and then he'll have his 5. If you're feeling extra zany, you can do both of these boos at the same time and get a boo double, which skips one of the texts. However, it is quite risky, and you don't often see it in races unless someone's like trying to make up a huge amount of time.
You don't see it unless you're Snap. Alright, so 5 boos is required to open up the watch room, which they'll need to go to right now.
There's a very sad toad in there who dropped a key in the toilet, and we will not be making him feel any better about it, just taking his key and walking away.
Yeah, he probably doesn't even realize that he walked in. He's just too busy bawling his eyes out. So if you scan a mirror in this game, you get warped back to the foyer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I don't think the game even really tells you about that.
Yeah.
So these guys are invisible, but you can see them in the mirror, or you can just look for, like, the dust that appears around them, which is way easier to do.
Yeah.
These doubles can be a little bit difficult, but someone like Splazer's missing those.
Yeah. This is where we get the fire element, and normally when you get it, you're kind of stuck in this room, and you have to do a little puzzle to escape, and there's also a huge text box. So what Splazer's going to do is he's going to suck up the boo at the same time, and then he's going to save warp. So we just save the game and then reset, and it's still counted as picking up the medallion, because he got it before saving, but he didn't have to go through the text or do the puzzle. He is just back here.
MakS cleaning up those doubles very well as well. Both of these runners playing so surgically that there's almost not a lot to talk about at times because they're not making mistakes to comment on. As I say that, of course, commentators curse. But he still wraps up the boo. It matters a lot that you don't let that boo leave. But yeah, that didn't lose too much time for him, of course. A couple seconds. So the butler walks left and right in the hallway, but because we do that save warp, he always goes to the same spot as long as you do the movement after the save warp the same. So you'll always have a good cycle on the butler. Because if he's further left in the hallway, then he takes longer to go sit down. And so you do clear laundry room while you wait for him. It's something to do. But yeah, you want that to take as little time as possible so that you can just go straight to him.
Ooh, Splazer messed up the cutscene overlap. So if you when the chest cutscene starts, Luigi still moves for a little moment, and if you grab that hat during the chest cutscene when Luigi is still moving, then the cutscenes kind of overlap. But he was just a tiny bit too early grabbing the hat.
Oh, and that was such a tragic boost switch. The moment he knocked on the correct spot, it switched.
Ooh, Mac missing that
Max
double.
struggling with that double. He's gonna have to rush and not get open the... He's really gonna have to rush and not get open the mouse hole before the butler. Or do that. That works too, sure.
Yeah. And these guys are sucking up a boo while entering the mouse hole, which also skips the text. And that is Japanese only.
Yeah, that was patched in the English release of the game. But Japanese is faster for a couple of reasons. Mostly text, but also those two text skips. So I think that people say it's like about half a minute that Japanese say.
Yeah, like 20 to 30 seconds is what I've always heard.
And very clean on hidden room there for Max. That's another very difficult room. If it goes wrong, it goes super wrong.
Alright, Melody. She plays one of two songs, and one of them is faster. I don't know which one it is, but it's one of them.
Water's faster.
Okay. I feel like every time a tournament happens, people change their mind on which one.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it's 5 frames. It's literally like negligible pretty much.
Yeah. I feel like people used to act like it was a huge deal in the past.
They did, yeah. People used to say it saved 21 seconds. I don't know why that was the number that they used, but everyone used to say specifically 21 seconds.
21 seconds?
Yes.
Damn.
It was just like an in-joke. You know what, I think I would blame GameCube for that. It's probably his fault.
So all of your time saved from playing on Japanese, just down the drain.
Yeah, that was very scary on that boo. Definitely super close to leading there, but Splazer kept it cool, calm, and collected.
As he always does.
Yeah, Splazer's sort of known in the community as a guy who's like, he's just the nicest. He is just a sweetheart all of the time.
He is.
Nobody could dislike Splazer.
Splazer. Oh yeah, so he heard the boost switch, and there was something in the table, but there was no lump under the tabletop, so he knew guaranteed that the boo was in there, because it switched into that table.
Now we've got Spooky the dog. You want to get hit on his third lunge there, so that it spawns Mr. Bones sooner. And you try to shake him off in a really specific spot so that his heart shows right when the bone lands. Like that. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That was like
So when-
exactly what you want to see.
Yeah, like when the bone lands, Spooky kind of turns towards it and walks towards it slowly, so you want to just get him in that position straight away.
We've got the cool double, and he gets it very well.
Ooh, I haven't seen that before. Lovely.
And now Bogmire. Little cutscene. And Bogmire, we will shame him if he does not one cycle. You just expect it at his level.
See, does he do the the manip thing? Doesn't
he did
look
not.
like it. So when the position that Bogmire spawns in is based on Luigi's position at the start here. So if you just don't touch anything, he'll spawn in the same place. Or if you... There's like a strat some people do where they hold some direction on one of the sticks. But it's like not...
Yeah, it's all the way right on the C stick.
Yeah. But like
Yeah,
if
I
you
can
don't
spawn
hold big stack...
Bogmire like half a second closer to you, I think it is.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh!
Shame.
For shame, for shame. That does surprise me. I'm sure Splazer's a bit surprised too. That barely broke off, honestly.
Yeah, that was not like bad stuff. But
Yeah.
Bogmire
I
likes
think he might have been like a little impatient with it, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, perhaps. But nothing too huge of a time loss.
Yeah, no. For all that I'm joking about the shame, like that's really not a big deal.
Yeah. And it's also not as easy as people make it look, but you know,
Yeah,
people are very consistent at it generally. But let's see if Mac can get it instead. And he does.
Yeah, that was a like textbook Bogmire, right?
Alright. I'm not sure how far apart they are, but it doesn't look like Area 2 spread them out much.
Yeah, it looks like
Looks
MakS is really keeping up, aside from Chauncey one cycle.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty good race so far.
Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying it.
And what better people to commentate it than former world record holders in the furthest away categories from this one.
Yeah, in respectively the longest and shortest categories, former world record holders.
Alright, Area 3, gonna start off with just a bit of cutscene here. A bit of lore.
And as you've been walking around the mansion the entire time saying Mario, it turns out Mario is in the mansion.
Dude, when I was a kid and that plot twist came up, I couldn't believe it.
And now we're going up the ladder, getting stumble skip. Getting stumble skip.
Getting stumble skip.
That also saves 21 seconds.
Of course. It looks like Mac is behind by roughly one well.
This shortcut door key is very important so that you never need to go back in a courtyard, because otherwise you'd have to walk all the way around every time.
Yes.
Let's see what T-room strats we got here, because this is a run that people do a couple of very different ways. We got a grab and flip. And then do we have a flip and grab or another grab and flip? We got a flip and grab.
Do people suck up the ghost before flipping?
They do now, yeah. It's a newer
Nice.
thing.
I remember a while ago, like, figuring out that was faster, and then no one did it.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Like, not that I personally figured it out, I just remember someone did. Yeah, that's cool. Is this tabletop pulled off enough?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Nice tech skip.
Yeah.
And a very good find on the boo. That RNG was nice. And he is making his way downtown.
Screw that, the ghost got frozen.
That's always a bit of a meme in the tournaments because GC started. He always sings "Making My Way Downtown" while spraying ice to get down that hallway, and it's slower, but it's kind of funny. Because there's like a lot of ghosts that can spawn there, and if you just spray ice lightly, then they just can't spawn. And it's easier than like trying to do the movement.
Is that slower? Why is that slower?
Yeah, because walking with the vacuum out is slower.
I thought if you were spraying element, it was the same speed.
There's a different speed for walking with your vacuum spraying element, vacuuming, or not at all. They're all different speeds of walking.
I see. I had always heard that element was the same as normal walking.
Wait, elements don't make you walk slower? Am I wrong about that? Oh, I might be wrong about that.
No, I don't know, I've never timed it. I always thought it was weird that that was the case, but that's always what I heard.
Oh, man. Never mind, just out here misinforming the public.
Get out of this call right now. I'm taking this solo from here on out. Writing misinformation to my Luigi's Mansion community.
Now we've got Astral, which he did miss a candle there, I believe. He's not facing the right way. Oh, he got to the right direction. Wow. Good backup. Oh, that's right.
Good decision on getting the
beautiful decision. Yeah. Very fast reaction to that.
Yeah. Doing the classic burn triple.
I like that one. I do like that strat.
Very good find on that boo as well.
Yeah, dude, Splazer is so good at boo finds.
Yeah, that's what I'm noticing.
It's a really important high-level skill. That's one of the things that really, I think, differentiates people at the very top of the leaderboards.
Yeah.
The exact same candles mistake there from MakS. It's just funny to me that of all the candles, they both missed the exact same one. I usually find that when I miss one, it's the top right candle.
I don't remember which one I would miss. Mac opting to just go for a single and a double here, which is not too much slower. Much easier, definitely. Well, yeah. Maybe not much easier, but easier.
And now we're walking. We're walking.
And they pass by each other.
Yeah,
they were behind the door,
so you
can see.
Now we've got projection room, which is another invisible grabber room. There's going to be a little strat decision. We're probably going to see both runners go for a save warp, I would assume, in that room.
Yeah, I imagine most people do that these days. Alright. But how does he know where the ghosts are? They're invisible.
I think he's cheating. He's got wall hacks. Very nice triple.
Yeah, wow, great sucker. God,
Usually those guys like to spread out quite a bit, and it's hard to overlap the damage that perfectly.
Yeah, he just like he didn't lose a single frame of damage there.
Ooh.
A
Little scary there.
But he makes it work.
He made it work. Wow, and he got the faster save warp too by not picking up the glove until that tiny little step that he made into it.
Yeah, so you get like what, 2 frames of movement or something, and
Yeah, something like that.
if you walk into the glove on those 2 frames, then it's a little faster, but you risk just completely missing it if you're not close enough.
Yeah, luckily there is a mirror literally in the next room over, so it's not like a huge time loss, but yeah, that save warp does save a bit of time if you get it like that.
Yeah. And a cool strat there to get the boo to charge at you, so you can pick up fire while sucking it up.
Yeah, because you do, when you save warp out, you lose your element and you need fire.
Alright. Interesting strat for that. I don't remember what it's called.
Mobile.
Yeah, mobile. He was facing like straight down.
I've seen some people do it that way. It's kind of interesting to me. It looks like MakS missed that. Yeah, a little too far from the glove.
Ooh, unfortunate. But now we can see that backup.
That mirror, for all that it's huge, it's so hard to hit for some reason. I always do that too.
Alright, yeah, does Splazer go for a double?
Oh,
He's gonna go for it.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, that was awesome.
That saved him a little bit.
Alright, pearls are everywhere though.
Yeah, you sort of do have to just suck it up if you go for that boo without cleaning up the pearls. You're gonna have a little bit of a weird suck up, but it's usually worth doing at high level.
Yeah, so the vacuum on this game has an auto lock where, you know, like boos or pearls or other items it will lock onto, and boos are like at the very bottom of the priorities for things to lock onto.
Yeah, it really likes aiming at hearts and pearls and gems. And poison mushrooms.
Of course. Setting up another tech skip here. Mac getting drove into. Accidental.
Oh, but then getting the backup double. Wow.
That was actually just the setup. Getting
yeah, that is 100% consistent every time. Now we've got Clairvoyant, which is where you press the A button, and then you press the B button, and you repeat that, you know, like 700 times.
That boo was having nothing to do with Mac. He just left it.
Yeah, nothing at all, yeah. Luckily, that is not too bad of a boo to lose, since this hallway is lit up. It doesn't really lose much of any time. It's probably like, I would assume right there that was 3 seconds, 2 seconds.
Yeah, something like that. Oh. We love mushrooms. So at this point in the run, the boo texts are actually random now. So the first 15, I think, are like consistent, the same text every time, and then after you get 15, they start randomizing the text. So there are some short ones and some long ones, and it's just luck.
And And a nice tech skip there. It always worries me when people approach that tech skip from the bottom, but
Yeah.
it's a valid way to do it. I just like doing it from the top better. Or I guess, I don't know how to describe that, like moving backwards into it instead of forward. I guess I'm better way to say that.
Mario!
Yeah, and they are, as you put it, not just one well apart, they are now one clairvoyant text apart.
Yeah, earlier they were one conservatory, no, observatory apart. Alright. Blazer is on his way to beat Area 3. Just a couple more rooms to go.
Yep, he's got to grab ice here. This is always, like, the most infamous, if you're distracted during a race, the most infamous way to lose time is not grabbing this ice.
Yeah. I always found that I never forgot it unless I was, like, thinking, okay, don't forget to grab ice. And as soon as I was, like, consciously trying to remember, I just walked straight past it.
So you can put the element of these ghosts out without actually like freezing them if you just spray it before they're done respawning and then stop, which saves time because the 5 HP counts down so slowly when you do damage with element.
Yeah. Map is done with Clairvoyant as well. Got a knock on the chair, but no boo in there. There's only 3 places in the fire room where the boo can hide, so you got a pretty good chance of activating the boo if you just knock on that chair immediately. Which is something they do in a lot of rooms, that when you suck up the final ghost of a room, there's a little bit of time before the chest spawn animation where you can knock on objects. So runners will usually do that to, you know, in the hopes that the boo is just in the object that they knocked on.
Yeah, it's very nice if it is, because it actually even overlaps the animations a little bit too.
Yeah. It's just kind of one of those things that you go for, and if it works out, it's very nice.
Yeah, especially if you have nothing better to be doing. Sometimes it's better to like prioritize a chest or something in certain rooms, but a lot of the time you do want to just knock on something just in case. So about half of the time on Japanese, this cutscene just doesn't have music, and there's no real good reason why it just doesn't.
Yeah, this is Boolossus. He's made up of 15 boos. And you gotta freeze the boos and then suck them up, and if you walk far away, they'll kind of all group together and come towards you. And that is the perfect time to strike.
Gorgeous. Oh, there was one left over. Okay, I didn't know that. I couldn't quite hear the audio.
Yeah, that perfect backup there.
Yeah, absolutely. Very clean Boolossus. Splazer might be on a pacer. I love that terminology. What is a pacer? It just means like a good run. Like it's on pace. It's a pacer.
Yeah, I don't know my Boolossus times well enough to know, but it was like a low 38. Seems pretty good.
Yeah, Area 4 is definitely very intimidating. And you don't do like an insane amount of completion of Area 4 in this category. You get to skip some of the very difficult boos, but there's still a lot of things that can lose you time, especially if you're going for higher level strats. There's stuff like breaker boo 1 cycle is an option that can really bite you sometimes.
Yeah. Alright, the final area. This is where things get real. And by real, I mean walking up and down the mansion 5 times. Mac is also missing one boo. And not quite as good of a backup, but he does get it, and he gets the 1 cycle.
Yeah, so again, still not like super far behind here. This is still a race.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I was, in my last tournament race, I was about the same lead as Splazer has right now. There was no confidence in me whatsoever. Like, when you're the one sitting there, that lead it feels like it can evaporate any second.
Yeah, especially with Breakaboo, because you know, you miss him at low HP and then he goes into Pipe Room that's like, I don't know, probably 20 plus seconds.
Yeah. We'll see if Splazer chooses to go for it. I would bet that he does, but I don't know where his where his outlook is. It's a little hard to predict sometimes.
I can't imagine he doesn't go for it, but we'll see. And I believe Mac is primarily a hundo runner, so I would assume he goes for it.
Right, yeah. That's a good read. I like the logic there.
Alright, Splazer coming up on Pythagoras skip, hopefully. Beautiful.
Yeah, very good.
Taking the hypotenuse. And now he's at Grimly. Grimly just takes a completely random amount of time to show his heart. And right there, it was like half a second, which is pretty good.
Yeah, it was like a second before you could get in the door, and then right afterwards, once he was in as well.
Oh, I didn't hear the first one.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, as far as I know, the world record for the worst Grimly is still 50 seconds by HT Delta, unless someone has beaten that.
Yeah, it can take, hypothetically, an infinite amount of time, but it's really uncommon to be above, like, 8 or 10. That's sort of, like, where the average is, like, to be expected, is just a couple seconds.
Yeah. I remember at some point I had, like, a 47-second one, and it was during the, like, 1 week that I streamed with webcam. So it's just like one of the only clips of me with webcam is just me staring at Grimly with no expression.
That's really funny.
Anyway, Breakaboo.
Yeah, he is going for it. Oh, and that was such a bad switch. He already set up text skip for it, and then he had to just abandon it. Not to mention that he had to check the entire room like twice because that was so unfortunate. That's a great drag, though. He did so good on that. Very clean.
That was awesome. So he does get the 1 cycle. No tech skip, and took a while to find, but he got the 1 cycle. Alright, and the 7 double. This double pull is deceivingly difficult. It looks
very tricky, yeah.
But yeah, people make it look easy, and sometimes it feels easy, but sometimes you just mess it up completely.
Yeah, you have to be really patient, like not try to go for the double too early. It takes a while for the ghost to like settle.
Yeah. Alright, I didn't quite see what Max Grimly was, but it can't have been too bad.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. And now we're walking. Splazer is heading up to the rooftop. He's gonna do toy soldiers on his way up there.
Yeah.
And Max, yeah, also going for not just the breaker boo, but also setting up the tech skip.
Yeah, maybe we'll actually see a tech skip.
You Zoomers are impressive and scary.
It's like he's set up for the charge, yeah.
Yeah. He's getting some drags. I don't know if there's any double cackles in there, because I don't have his audio. I don't think there was.
It
No,
doesn't look
beautiful.
like
Beautiful.
Awesome. And he
Very
does the text kit. That was really nice.
These are some very talented runners.
So yeah, definitely saved a chunk of time with his laser there.
Very good double, too.
Alright, Splazer for the toy soldiers. He is probably going to be going for a double on the pink and blue guy. Or not. Okay. Wait, am I forgetting how this works?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's the setup, yeah.
My bad. He is going for the double. That's why I was surprised, because I'm an idiot and forgot how to do it. There you
Nah,
go.
you're just old, man.
Yeah, that's true. Like, knocking that fire element out of the air so it can't burn you.
Yeah, it's very nice that you can do that. Once you put your vacuum on an element for a moment, it loses the ability to damage you, so you can just leave it like rolling on the floor. Oh,
Yeah.
that's rough.
Where's this ghost gonna be? Yeah, so ghosts in this game, they always spawn in the same place the first time they spawn, but then if they disappear and respawn, they'll be in a random place, so somewhere like rooftop, which is a massive room, that can be pretty bad. You just have no idea where they're gonna be. No stumble skip here, though.
Oh yeah.
Now we've got Armory coming up for Splazer and Toy Soldiers coming up for MakS.
Right, Armory has some pretty flashy strats these days. Let's see what he does.
Seems like he's going for old reliable.
Yeah. A tried and tested strat.
Yeah. There are some very difficult strats that people have started doing in this room, so...
Yeah, like I want to say there's a 5-piece strat,
Yeah.
which is crazy. It's like all but one of the ghosts. Pretty fast find on that room as well. This room, Armory, is very annoying to walk around to check all the spots because of those armor statues in the middle, so it's very good to get the boo on your first check.
Yeah, and we have that nice little setup to get the boo to come around the statues to you as well, so it's not an issue if he spawns on the opposite side from you.
Yeah, and he gets a very nice one cycle. Which, we didn't really mention, but normally with boos, 150 HP is kind of the most you can do in one cycle. Which is why the breaker boo one cycle is such a big deal, because that guy has 200 HP.
Yeah, you can keep a boo in place for 15 what's called tackles, and each one of those is about 10 HP of them sitting still.
Yeah, so it's not something you really have to think about before Area 4, and then they start throwing these high HP boos at you.
So this room you don't actually need to light up, and the community went like several years just never considering that you can just like walk right through the room. There's nothing that makes you clear it.
Yeah.
We used to clear this room even if you weren't getting the boo, just because we didn't realize you could just pick up the chest.
Yeah. Basically getting scared by every ghost in this room.
Oh, Max going for the 5 piece,
Ooh.
so nearly getting it.
That's crazy. I wasn't looking, but
Yeah, I wanted to let you
One.
finish your sentence, but I also was... that was so close.
yeah. Hey, what a champ for going for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hey, he's got time to make up. I respect the
Yeah.
the gumption. Splazer almost looking like he was trying to pearl dupe there. That was kind of funny to me.
I think Mac got some cackles on this boo.
Looks like he's setting up to, oh, he was trying to slide up with the boo, I think.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like he got intimidated and let go of the boo for too long, I think. Alright, Splazer had a pretty clean Western and Western boo though. Got one cycle on both. And now he's got Van Gore, and he's all done collecting boos, and then he's got the final boss. Meanwhile, Max is heading into Pipe Room.
Cool. You just gotta knock on that wall first.
He's just being polite, knocking on the door before.
Yeah.
It's very easy to do because these doors are like inlaid into the wall. Specifically these ones. Most of the doors are like flush with the walls, but these ones are not for some reason. There's a couple of doors in the game like that though.
Yeah. Luigi has just decided that these ghosts he's going to be polite to. You know, every other ghost in the game, he just kills them without remorse. But these ones, you know, he's knocking on the door, making sure he can come in, and then not even clearing them. He's just leaving them be.
He's providing them some nice air conditioning as he's in there too.
Anyway, Van Gore triples. These ghosts, they all spawn in a group, so they're generally pretty easy to just flash all at once. But some of them are a little
This
tricky.
one in particular,
like this
I
one,
think,
yeah.
is pretty hard, yeah. Because they spawn like horizontally. Their hitboxes are a little finicky.
Yeah, that was really clean though. The kind of easy strat is to just let them follow you for a second so they'll group up a bit more. You know, if you aim the flashlight perfectly, you can just get them all instantly, and Splazer did that perfectly.
Yeah, and you also usually see people do that, like, nudge those guys. Oh,
that was beautiful.
Oh, I thought you were responding to Max getting bonked there.
I mean, that as well, that sucked, but also Splazer's. Did you see Splazer's garbage?
The green ghost, yeah, was very impressive.
But that is unfortunate for Max. Dude, I'm just splazing. Oh.
Mario.
That is unfortunate. So while you can very slowly damage boos in dark rooms, you can't actually suck them up. So he does just have to lead him all the way back.
Yeah. That boo was really mean to him too. Like he gave it a couple of openings to lose him time there, but that boo was particularly aggressive there. That was unlucky. Anyway, here is the final boss cutscene.
Yeah. It's gone by pretty fast. Oh my god, it's Mario. The final boss. King Boo showing off his crown worth 1 coin, which you can actually grab, which is very funny.
Yeah, for some reason they do legitimately leave the crown on King Boo's head as an active gem at all times.
Yeah, you can grab it both before the fight, do a glitch to cancel this cutscene, and also during the fight.
Yeah, it's actually really bad. That's one of the few things that could change the tide of this race, is if you pick up that crown, the fight just like gets broken, and you actually have to like reload from a save or something.
Yeah, which for Splazer would be before Van Gogh.
Yeah, because he didn't even get Van Gorbu. It would be yeah, a big deal.
Yeah. So, just like Chauncey, for the longest time, King Boo was always done as a 2-cycle, but a few years ago, or yes, it was like 4 years ago at this point, it was found that you can 1-cycle. So let's see if we can get it. It requires a pretty convoluted setup where you shoot these bombs up towards Bowser's head. So he did the first one, and then he's got the second one back here. That was perfect. So
Now he's got to do really, really good damage here, which he's doing a very good job of so far.
Yeah, and he's keeping him towards the floor.
That looks like it. He's got it.
Yeah, wow. Insane.
That's the game. And I have marked
GG,
Splazer is
Splazer.
done. He will be moving on to the next round of the tournament.
Crazy. That was a crazy good run from Splazer.
Very good run, dude. 56-13 in a race. So good.
Yeah, that beats both of our PBs by like a minute.
yeah.
Of course, Mac is still going, just finished Van Gogh, and gonna be on his way to King Boo as well.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this does mean Mac is out of the tournament. But of course, we'll let him finish his run.
Yeah, no, I believe Splazer should be able to pop in here for an interview if he would like to. And here he is. Hi, Splazer.
Blazer, GG.
Very good games, man.
You're crazy. That was such a good run.
Yeah. How are you feeling with that run? My God, man.
I'm feeling all right. I didn't think I'd actually get the 1-cycle, man. I didn't think I'd do it.
That was one of the cleanest 1-cycles I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was surgical, man.
Yeah, that was a run, dude. Could you imagine if like rooftop didn't happen or like some of those bigger mistakes? Dude, this would have been a pretty good run, like a PB.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
very, very good performance.
Thank you, and
Yeah.
GG's to Mac.
Yeah, we've got his final boss coming up here. He's still on pace to get, you know, a solid 59 time if he does good on Bowser here.
Yeah, Mac, he was already keeping up with you through like Area 2 and the start of Area 3.
Yeah. Did he get 1-cycle, Chauncey?
He didn't, but then he didn't lose like any more time throughout all of Area 2. So he was behind for basically the whole run, but yeah, he kept right up with you aside from Chauncey 1-cycle for Area 2.
Man, good for him. Max is a pretty underrated player, I must say.
He's so good, yeah.
Yeah. I'd say anything sub-hour in a race is really good, so this is good.
Yeah, for sure. See if he can clutch it out with this King Boo. Yeah, let's see. You will be going against Kai, if I remember correctly.
I think that was right, yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be a tough one, dude.
That will be a tough one.
Yeah, that'll be a good race.
He's like 10 seconds behind me or something. Let's see how it goes.
You know, something I was commenting on watching your run, Splazer, was you are so good at finding boos quickly, man. You're so good at the radar.
Thank you, dude. I just keep playing, I guess, and get better, I guess. No, I appreciate it. Thank you. Come on, Mac.
Oh,
Ooh,
good
that
try.
was a good attempt.
Very good attempts.
He got a lot of damage as well. It was like
Yeah, the
380.
damage was beautiful, man. Yeah, and just a little bit off the mark with the positioning to bonk the ball. It's pretty hard not to do that. Picking up the ball is very difficult with all the things going on.
Dude. Oh no.
Ooh,
Yeah,
this is
once this
awful.
gets a little bit off course, it's
Yeah.
very difficult. Oh, that just barely doesn't last long
Oh,
enough.
man.
Sucks.
Oh, I feel so bad.
I mean, who could blame him though? I mean, good for him for going for the one cycle, even though the race was already over.
Yeah, he's going out with style.
Yeah, yeah.
That was.
Dude,
Speaking of
see?
style, dude. Wow.
That was awesome.
I cannot believe that.
Whenever I get in a situation like this, I always try to do stuff like that, and it never works.
That was
Dude.
so cool.
That was awesome.
This is not
Oh
looking
man.
great for
I hope he
this.
doesn't die. Oh,
That is
Oh, you know, I
Oh
marked
my
him done
God.
early so that he could come join the interview faster. That's my bad. So we don't have audio, that's my fault. Sorry about that.
it's okay.
I just wanted him to be able to get in here soon.
Oh my. Oh, thank God he's not on English.
From so
Alright.
far away. That was a good way to do that.
GG's, Mac.
Yeah, so Matt can join the call if he'd like an interview, and if not, then that's all good too.
You definitely put on a show for us at the end.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, sorry about all the huge mishaps at the beginning of the race with the not connecting and race
No,
timing.
no, don't worry about it.
I know. I was just
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
what's going on?
Yeah,
we
don't
got
worry
it
about
figured
it.
out.
I'm glad it worked out. Thanks, Mac. GG's to you as well, bro. And I hope to see you in future tournaments. I don't know if he's going to join or not, but
I'm not sure. Okay, cool. But either way, yeah, we will be seeing Splazer versus Kai. That will be an absolute nail biter of a match.
yeah, that'll be a good
Yeah.
one.
And then the winner of that goes against Blue Hits.
Oh, jeez.
Which
Two bullets.
is really and then HD.
Yeah, we've got a lot of the top runners in this tournament. It is quite a gauntlet. I don't know what I'm doing still in the tournament, honestly, but you know, that might change tomorrow.
Who are you facing next, Skazi?
I got Mega Lightning, so that you know,
Oh, man.
he certainly outclasses me a bit, but we'll see what I can do. I thought I was going to lose to Flauk, and I beat him.
Hey, you never know what can happen, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. I'm guessing.
I think
Mac is not
we're
gonna
heading
be
off
joining.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
All good. Thanks for commentating, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
problem.
Thank you for the entertaining match, man.
Of
Yeah.
course. And thanks to Mac. I don't think he's joining, but GG's, dude.
Yeah. Hope everyone enjoyed the run, commentary, races. It was fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. GG's everyone.
GG's.